Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, guys, Bitcoin has pulled back even farther down to a level of around $8,800 here over the last 24 hours. In that time period, Bitcoin has smashed level after level of important and critical support, but funnily enough, the levels of support that we've been talking about here on this channel for the last week and a half, the 200 daily simple moving average and the 20 weekly exponential moving average so far are holding. In this video, this is the last critical level of support that Bitcoin must hold, otherwise we're going into a much longer-term downtrend. I've discussed them many times on the channel, and this is another time to do so. This is a decision point in the history of cryptocurrency, and Bitcoin is got to choose. By the time you walk away from this video, you should have a better understanding of the current cryptocurrency market. You should have an idea of where Bitcoin is heading, how to make that judgment for yourself, and hopefully you'll learn a thing or two. So guys, if you do enjoy today's video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Really helps out the channel when you do that. And without much further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Guys, I want to start by saying something. No matter what happens on Bitcoin here over the next 24 or 48 hours, the next month, I don't care. Whatever happens on Bitcoin, I am very bullish on this cryptocurrency for the long term. I've been dollar cost averaging for months now. I'm racking up my bags. Whenever Bitcoin goes up, that's great because we get to take profits. But whenever Bitcoin goes down, it's great because we get to actually lock in more gains. Because, you know, to be long and make a profit, you had to buy somewhere. Now, don't take that the wrong way. I'm not necessarily saying right now is the best time to buy. But in general, when Bitcoin's going into a new downtrend, it is a place to be looking at entries. You know, I've never done that before. I literally just like hit my hand. I just dropped my hand on my desk and hit my mouse and it switched the camera like this. You see that? Just switched it. I did. Oops. What are the chances of that? My mouse had to be in the right spot, and my hand had to hit the left mouse button. Anyway, phooey, let's get back into it. Guys, as you will know, we've been pretty bearish on Bitcoin here, and for a long time, you can go back on the channel, in pretty much any video more than 2 weeks ago, I was saying that Bitcoin was rallying too quickly, and yeah, I'm bragging a little bit, because so many people lambasted me and said, Jeb, what are you talking about? Bitcoin's going to the moon. We're not going to correct down to the 20 exponential moving average. We're not going to correct down to the 200 daily simple moving average. You're crazy. Did you go to clown college? Maybe, but that's not the point. Okay, the point is I called this correction. A lot of you guys made fun of me for it, and I'm being vindicated because Bitcoin has just pulled back down to $8,700 to $8,800, right around where we said it would. And like I've said in many videos, guys, and like I say in the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy, it's very rare for a level of support or resistance to come out of absolutely nowhere. If we look at our 4 moving averages here, I want to go ahead and turn off our 50, and I want to go ahead and turn off the 100. We're going to see that Bitcoin is holding support right now, anyway, on exactly the 200 daily simple moving average. It's on it perfectly. I mean, look at this. That is literally, I mean, you don't get a better test than that. The one thing that does concern me with this is how long those lower shadows are, because those are like little temporary breaches of that level of support, and I'm concerned about it breaking, but for now, we're holding on it. And I also want to point something out, guys. Even though Bitcoin could go below the 200 daily simple moving average and stay down there for 2 weeks, it does have a history of going above or below the 200 moving average and reversing below or above the 200 moving average. So even if we do fall below it a little bit, it's not necessarily the end of the bull market. And like I said, also, we're looking at the 20 weekly exponential moving average. I think I got all that right, and as you can see, Bitcoin is currently holding support on it right there. Both of those levels are at the exact same spot, which is really cool because that is something called the convergence of support and resistance, discussed in this video right here in CT2A, the convergence of support and resistance. Shameless self-promotion. Price on the course rises tomorrow. I might want to get in today before that happens. More on that at the end of the video. Guys, here are the facts of the case. So what are the facts?
Just the facts, man.
Well, I'm so glad you asked for them. Here's what they are. Bitcoin has gone into a major sustained downtrend over the last 3 weeks. 1, 2, 3 weeks. I know how to count. And in that time period, Bitcoin has corrected from major levels of resistance around $10,100 and pulled back to major levels of support around $8,900 to $9,000. There is a lot of support beneath Bitcoin right now. But I want to caution you guys. We have fallen very quickly. As you can see here, we have one big red candlestick, and quite frankly, this week isn't very old yet. We have corrected much quicker than we rallied, and that is a little bit concerning. Also concerning is that out here on the weekly chart, we're seeing the weekly chart MACD start to converge bearish on itself. Now, these are early warning signs of a new bear market, but I want to caution us from jumping to conclusions because these are the exact same things that happen whenever Bitcoin goes into a traditional bull market downtrend. Remember, I said, guys, Bitcoin can pull back as much as 40% in a bull market and maintain that bull market. This one is a little different because it's the first major pullback, and we want to be careful that this doesn't actually just end the bull market. But so far, this isn't necessarily an unhealthy thing. What we do from here is what matters. Bitcoin needs to bounce here. Let me show you why. Like I said, guys, in history, Bitcoin has major pullbacks, normally to the 20 weekly EMA, which is where we are right now, but those are normally about 40% corrections. This time in history, Bitcoin has corrected 16% because we didn't get very far away from that 20 WEMA, which concerns me because maybe we need to correct even farther, but if we correct any farther, we're going to be breaking market structure, and then that might lead to a new downtrend. We don't want to see that happen. And also, guys, the MACD converging bearish right over there, that is kind of bad, but at the same time, if you'll look at these downtrends in the 2016-17 bull market, very commonly, the bull market was almost ended because of the MACD, or you would think it was about to end because of the MACD if you had have read it that way. Back here in March and April of 2017, we actually had a bearish cross on the weekly chart MACD, which by all intents and purposes should have actually ended the bull market. It didn't, because you never want to trade based off of just one indicator. And one more thing I want to mention, guys, is down here on the hourly chart, we're looking at a nice, beautiful little inverse head and shoulders pattern. You guys can see the shoulder right there, head right there, shoulder right there. I want to see how Bitcoin plays out today and see if it uses this as a bottom. We are on top of major support, so maybe that's going to happen. I'm not totally convinced, though, guys. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what my gut is telling me. This is different from a call. Let me make that very clear. Your gut, your intuition, your instinct, your wisdom, whatever you want to call it, it comes from your experience. And guys, there are a lot of people in the world, there are a lot of people watching this video who have more experience in markets and in Bitcoin than I do, but I do have a lot. I've been commentating on this market every single day for over 2 years now. I've been trading it for over 2 years. I've been analyzing it every single day for over 2 years. And that means something, because you yourself and I myself are cryptocurrency technical indicators, because technical indicators, guys, they're only useful because they're mathematical derivations from the chart. Every single one of them gives you data based on the math, based on the chart. What we have different is that we have artificial intelligence so that we can actually interpret that chart. We have something that the indicators don't, and that's where our intuition and gut comes in, and that's why it's so important. I will tell you what my gut and my wisdom and my intuition is telling me. I've got a bad feeling that Bitcoin's about to drop lower here because global markets are tanking, because of what the news is going on over in East Asia and now well on into Europe. And yes, guys, I do know that Bitcoin is widely hailed as a hedge against traditional finance markets, but guys, Bitcoin just started an uptrend, and it's in a little bit of a precarious technical spot. So I'll tell you what my gut's saying. My gut is saying we're going to break below those two levels of support. I hope that doesn't happen, but I'm a little bit concerned about it. I want to differentiate that because that's not a call, because all the technicals don't necessarily agree with that feeling, but I'm just putting it out there. That's what I'm feeling right now. Take what you will from that. As always, don't make a trade based off of my feeling or just my analysis. Make a trade based off of that if you want, but also based off of your own technical analysis, the analysis of others. You want to network and communicate with other people and their analysis and their ideas, because there's something I'm missing. There always is. Everybody misses something. And make sure you're making a trade based off of your decision. As always, guys, it's very important that if you make a mistake, it's your mistake, because you don't want to make a trade and it be a mistake based off of my mistake, Carl's mistake, Alessio's mistake, Nicholas Merton's mistake. I don't want you to make a mistake based off of someone else's mistake, because then you don't know why they made the mistake and you can't learn anything. At the end of the day, the vast majority of your trading for the first several years that you're in this market is not about making money. It's about training this. If you better yourself today, you will be better for it tomorrow. We are the sum of the habits that we execute on daily, so make sure your habit is to retrospect and introspect on the mistakes that you've made so that you can learn something from them and move forward a more happy, profitable, and amazing trader. I need some coffee. Cheers to that. No good morning starts without a cup of joe. If you guys don't have your coffee, you owe me a like down below right now. Come on. You made a mistake. Come on. If you don't have come on. Thank you. Thank you. You fell in line. Good job. Anyway, guys, Bitcoin's volume is very low. If we look on Google Trends, then Bitcoin is dropping in the Google Trends over here. What is Bitcoin? We can see that it is starting to drop off as well. If we look at the altcoin market, the altcoins are getting slaughtered right now. Bitcoin dominance is going up, which is traditionally a sign of decreasing price action and downtrend. Backed, funnily enough, though, does actually have a lot of contracts right now. That might be actual institutional investors and retail investors from traditional finance markets trying to step into Bitcoin as a hedge. This could be a good sign. But guys, the shorts are plateauing and the longs are crashing. That's not really a good sign either. The S&P 500 is in a tailspin, most likely due to the news. Is it funny still? I don't know. It probably isn't. And most importantly, guys, the world is trembling in fear and anticipation of what's going to happen over the next couple of months with the news. I don't want you guys to do that, because you're probably going to be just fine, but you do need to understand the impacts it's going to have on markets. Don't panic. Don't freak out. You got to be ready for whatever happens. But guys, I want you to understand something. Preparedness and panic are two very different things. You should be prepared. You should never panic. When you panic, you lose your ability to think rationally and fix the problems before they come up. Or if they've already happened, then you lose the ability to solve them in real time. The next couple of months are going to be very important for the S&P 500. The gold market is going to be very important for Bitcoin, and it's going to be very important for the world. I will try to keep you guys updated on that. My computer just went off. I'm sorry about that. I will try to keep you guys updated on that as much as I possibly can here here on YouTube. And by the way, that community guidelines warning is still on the channel. I'm going to try and appeal that today. Hopefully we can get that off. Anyway, guys, I've got a very busy day ahead of me, so I'm about to go. But before I do want to remind you that CT2A is increasing in price from $199 to $249 tomorrow. So guys, if you want to join CT2A for the current price, this is the last day that you will ever get to do so. There are a ton of high quality videos in here. There's over 10 hours of content, over 35 videos, and there are over 1,000 students that can speak to the power of this academy. If you want, you can join our private Discord server down below and talk to some of them. I say that a lot, and I encourage you guys to do it. By the way, some of those coupon codes from a little bit ago, I may have reactivated them for you. I'm just saying, I might not have, but it's worth a try. Right, I think it is. Today's the last day that you're ever going to get CT2A for $199, so if you want to get in, now is the time to do so. Remember, there's a 14-day money-back refund guarantee. I will give you all your money back if you don't like the Academy, if you have watched less than 30% of the course material. That's one of the stipulations, because I did have one person recently go through every single video in the Academy. He was clearly enjoying it because he went through every single video, and then he wanted a refund. I'm just like, really, dude? So I want to make myself clear on that. If you watch more than 30% of the course material, that is in the terms of service, then I can't give you a refund. But if you don't do that, then you can definitely get a refund on the course within 14 days. Full money-back refund guarantee. So guys, if you want to join, now's the time to do so. Join our Discord server down below and talk to some of our students. And guys, one thing I want to say before I go is this. The money that is made by CT2A in the first cohort in the channel here in my trading, the money that's made by that, I don't seek to enrich myself. I chase experiences, not really material things. I do like cars. I mean, I'm probably going to get a nice car eventually. But speaking of cars, I was able to do something yesterday, and I'm really happy about it. And before I say this, I'm hesitant to even tell close friends that I did this because I don't by any stretch want this to come off as bragging. I want it to come off as gratitude because I'm so thankful. I'm just so incredibly thankful that I was able to do this. I bought my friend a car yesterday, and the look on his face of pure joy and excitement and happiness that he'd be able to get back and forth to work on his own, or he can go and do whatever he wanted. He could go to church. I mean, he could go see his family whenever he wanted. That look right there is what it's all about. It's not about going on social media and flexing the muscles that you really don't have because that Lamborghini is a lease. It's not about going on social media and flexing your good looks because, wow, you were blessed with cute skin. It's about what you can do for yourself, but also what you can do for others. I don't get my fulfillment out of enriching myself, really. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am pushing very hard, and I work very hard to be wealthy because I want to create a sustainable life for myself and my family and my future, but that's not what it's all about. It's about helping people. It's about doing right by people. It's about having integrity. It's about having honesty. It's about helping those in need that no one else is willing to help because they either don't think it's possible to help them, or even if they do think it's possible to help them, they don't want to be the one to do it because they've got their own thing going on. Well, I'll tell you what my thing going on is. My thing going on from here on out, and has always been this, is to help the people around me. And I'm so blessed and thankful to you guys that I'm able to do that, because without this channel and without cryptocurrency, it'd be impossible. I would still be the one needing help, and I'd still need a lot of it. So guys, from the bottom of my heart, it's been a very good day. February 26th will go down in history as one of my favorite and happiest moments of my life. I want to thank you guys for everything you've allowed us to do. We're over 32,000 subscribers now. That really means the world to me. So thank you guys so much. I hope that I've earned that. So anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. Before I go, though, I do first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching as always. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.